So what is emergent language? Emergent language is simply the language that appears during real communication. It's not predicting what our learners are going to say or pre-teaching vocabulary, but it's really addressing language at the point of need, okay? So it may be the language that learners need, but they don't yet have, right? Let's say they want to say something, they're saying things in Spanish, they're mixing Spanish and English maybe. So that could be emergent language. They're trying to say something, but they don't have that language repertoire just yet. Or it may be language that they try to produce, but they cannot produce accurately. So they make mistakes with verb tenses or with vocabulary or maybe pronunciation, right? Or emergent language can be even language that they use successfully, which can be expanded and built on, right? There's nothing wrong with what they said, but you know that there's potential there. They can produce something more precise or more sophisticated. That language can be reformulated. Okay, so that's also emergent language. And when can these, bits of language, emergent language, appear? They may appear when learners tell a personal story, when they disagree with each other, when they explain a problem, or when they're just trying to express an opinion, okay? But these are very powerful learning moments because the language is immediately meaningful. Immediately meaningful. And I just designed something that I usually use in my own lessons. So instead of teaching the language first, then practice later, which is something that happens in most lessons, we often start with communication. Yeah. And then the language emerges naturally from that communication, language that, your learners produce. And then this is number 2, the task, right? And then number 3, feedback on meaning. And then we teach in response to what learners actually produce. You give feedback on what they produced, not feedback on what we have planned. And we don't even know if that's going to come up in the lesson. Okay? And then, so this creates a very natural, in my opinion, a very natural and logical learning process. Okay, and then language work is the start of the other cycle. So we work on the language. We can ask them to do the task again, or we can prepare another task where they have to use something similar.